Hi, welcome back. Here we are, 13 days to go until the end of the year and until New Year's, until when we get to celebrate and watch that incredible crystal ball drop off of the Times Square. Think about, how we celebrate and what we expect of that holiday. A lot of people struggle with celebrating it because they think there's so much pressure. They got to stay up. They have to, you have to be partying and everything. But we really need to set our own standards, right? And that's what we do every day about different things. And it isn't always about being with lots of people. It isn't always about staying up until midnight. It isn't always about partying, but find a way to celebrate in your own way and enjoy the moment. That's fun. If you're with your family, if you are just sitting there with a cup of hot cocoa and watching some of the great entertainment that's on that night, things like that can sometimes have a little more memory and meaning than going out and being with strangers, right? So think about that. And in light of that kind of brings me to this idea of customer service. It is a thing that's thrown out all the time. Do you have good customer service? You'll notice I wrote customer experience because that's really what we're looking for. We're not necessarily looking for service. We're looking for an experience anymore. And it can be tough. A lot of words that we define it with are fast, friendly, awesome, anticipate. We'll talk about that in a second. Are they real people that we're dealing with? Sometimes we order things online, but when we want to call and complain, we want a real person. We don't want it automated. Isn't that funny how we kind of have this double standard? We want our cake and eat it too, in a sense. So think about that, that people who are trying to serve you can't anticipate what you want without you telling them. So sometimes we tell them with our dollars. We tell them that we're ordering more online than we ever have. This Christmas, this holiday season, we've ordered more online than ever before. And yet, we find that the stores are still busy, and we like going to stores. We like feeling things and touching things. And there's really the question, isn't it? I was listening to lots of programs this morning talking about, I like to go to a store for that, and I order that online, and, because I don't really care about, seeing it in person. Well, that's really interesting, isn't it? Because to some of us, we would never think of, when Zappos started, who would have thought we would order shoes online? When we women, we love trying on our shoes and looking at different things and seeing how they look on us and, trotting around the store with those shoes on. Who would know? I mean, who would think that we could order shoes online, trying them on at home, and then returning them if we didn't like them? It turned our world upside down, essentially, when companies like Zappos, who believe in customer experience almost more than anybody on the planet, that they really changed our world. They provide a service we never would have thought would have worked, and they make it amazing. They really do provide that awesome. Actually, their keyword in their company is wow. They want to wow the customer. And what does that mean? That's an interesting question, isn't it? They've explored their own definition of wowing the customer, but all of us are both customers and service providers. So how are we coming across? How are we figuring out our customer experience? And how are we asking for a customer experience in return? Whether you're calling a plumber or you're ordering a pair of shoes, or you're ordering a book, or you're ordering something else online, it's all different, isn't it? It's how fast things go, how many things I can see at one time. Because when we walk into a physical store, we are we're hit by so many things at one time that we have to filter things out. And that's worked for us for quite a while now. And now they're exploring how to make that even more important. So what I encourage you to do is think about how you're providing a customer experience for your clients or your customers, all the same word, right? And how can you do that better in 2014? Now, I will tell you that these videos were a way for me to reach out to you that maybe I haven't seen you in a long time, maybe I haven't connected with you in quite a while in person, but I wanted to be in person with you. And so one of the ideas that I had was to do these videos. I hope it's working for you, but how do I know unless you tell me? So I hope that you'll go to my Facebook page, Extraordinary Organizing, or send me an email. I love that too. It's Linda@Extraordinary Organizing. And let me know how this is going and how your holidays might have been impacted by something that we talked about here. I would love that. And I want to know how to serve you better. I'm changing up my business, tweaking my business model, I should say, changing it up quite a bit in 2014. I hope that you will stick around and see what happens and see what kind of customer experience that we're going to have together. I look forward to it. And I'll see you one more time before Christmas. Next week, we'll have a video out on Tuesday. So I hope to see you. I hope to see you there. If you're on the road traveling, then happy journeys and safe travels and Merry Christmas. But until then, have a great day. Make it extraordinary.